Hi, my name is Fozy, and this is week 3 on non-strength-based language. Honestly, this discussion was really hard for me to think on. And personally, why I feel like this was really hard, it was before I even started practicing within this field and doing this work or being interested in this work. Like right off from when I was 18 years old and went into college at the University of Minnesota, I joined a student organization that advocated for people with disabilities. As you even just see there, I was using the word people with disability and not just a disabled person, which I think in my high school years I used a lot in my personal life, and then realized that that is the kind of the wrong terminology. With that is more of a, non-strength-based language, and now using a person with disability, which is strength-based. And that doing that work at that student organization right from 18 before I even got into the field, because I got into this field of mental health and in these practices at age like 21 without a treatment center. I was already using strength-based language because I was advocating for people with disability on the campus and learning the difference between physical and mental disabilities and how that impacts others, and how the choices and words that we use make a big impact on how we can interact with people. And so that part of it was really ingrained in me. So I really honestly could not think of an example where I use a non-strength-based language. I've personally experienced other people in my work field use that language, which I tend to always try to correct others and say they are more than just their disability. They are more than just, kind of relating back to also substance use, is the word addict and addiction, kind of relating to that, is kind of recognizing when to use those two terminologies, because kind of the reading that we did of how do some people, because if you're calling them an addict, that would be coming from a non-strength based use of language kind of versus using a person with substance abuse, and kind of learning that terminology, and kind of learning what's acceptable and not acceptable. And so kind of just with my previous experiences, I've always learned to always use the word person first, and just kind of meeting them where they're at, because a lot of times what they're going through and what's being shown is only just a small piece of their aspect. And when we put that label first, that puts it, it makes it really hard. It makes that person feel like that specific aspect of their life is all that they are, when that's not really true. And there's more to a person that makes up of it than what they're going through and the labels that we put on. So honestly, it was really hard. I still can't really think of examples. Like I've said, I've seen coworkers and people use it, and people don't react well, especially when they get to labels, because that stigma that's put on it a lot into it, and they don't want to be seen as that, and they don't want to get the help or receive your help, and you're already starting off really badly, and it's really hard to even build rapport from there. And so it's really important to really use that strength base and really look at it because a lot of people, whether they're in their lowest or not, bring a lot of strengths into these conversations. So it's really good that we talk about those kind of things. Thank you for listening.